if you don't mind me asking, are those cinema 3D glasses or am I seeing double?
No, I don't know.
You don't know if I'm seeing double?
I don't know.
Okay, they don't look like Ray-Bans. They don't look like the conventional glasses. They look like 3D. All the way from the world.
The world. One time.
Universal Havila.
Exactly. One time. Global.
Which one time? It's not you were producing. And obviously the one-time guy, the one-time. Straight light. One time.
One time. Straight light. One time.
Okay, straight light. One time. Exactly.
That's it.
So, and in the background on the piano, we have Straight Light.
Yeah.
Did I call you Straight Light Studios? So what do I call you? Studio Straight Light Studios.
Studios, yeah. Oh, join everything.
Or Max the Axe. Anyone you want to call him. Anyone. But yeah, he's the one-time guy. He gets it done one time.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm your host of the FellowerShow. I am Yeti Tabai. You can find Havila One where? Where can you find
on
one?
Instagram.
What's your name on there?
Havila Music. On Instagram, Snapchat, Havila Music.
Yeah.
Facebook, Havila Love Jacobs. And also Havila Music. Website www.havila1.com. Yeah.
That's it. And yourself, where do we find you?
Maxwell Israel On. That's on Instagram, Maxwell Israel On. On Facebook, Maxwell Israel On Twitter.
Great stuff. As you can see, on. He's never off. He's always on. Yeah.
I'm always on. On.
And for myself, Yeti Tabai, it's Yeti Tabai everywhere.
That's right.
Yeah, so Yeti.Tabai on every social media platform. And if you definitely wanted to comment on the show, make sure you put your hashtag Fellower. It's called FELLOWER. FellowerShow. There you go.
Woo!
Okay, so if you don't mind introducing yourself, what do you do, Avila? What do you do? Let them know.
Alright, my name is Avila. I'm a gospel artist, gospel minister, recording and performing.
Hey
music and I'm a media and music artist.
Yeah, media and music artist.
Yeah, I do both. I shoot musical videos. I
International.
and also I have a record label called Habila Records.
Wonderful.
And
will you sign me? Maybe I was singing earlier. Now this guy needs to sign me, man.
Don't worry, we'll buy you know.
Like clothes.
I'm a football player. That's what you get. Okay.
I have a record label called Habila Records, and we have a radio station coming up very soon, Habila Radio also. So do media and music, basically music, and that's what I do.
Wow. Okay, if you don't mind me asking, are those cinema 3D glasses or am I seeing them?
No, I don't know.
You don't know if I'm seeing double.
I don't know.
Okay, they don't look like Ray-Bans. They don't look like the conventional glasses. They look like 3D. I'm sure if I put it on my eyes, I'll see 3D. What's it with your shirt, man? What's it with your shirt?
Under my shirt I have Money Must Be Made.
Hi.
Yeah.
And you're a gospel singer.
Money must be made.
Contradiction, no?
No, it's not.
Okay, let's get into the cocoa.
Because we're Christians doesn't mean we shouldn't be wealthy.
Money must be made.
It must be
if
made.
You're laying hands. If you're laying hands, money must be made.
No, God will bless the works of our hands, you know.
But is that what you should write on it? God money must be made. What's your own logo?
Logo, which logo?
Your own is money must be made. What's your own?
My logo is it all started from up there.
Good.
What does that mean? What's the inspiration behind that?
It all started from up there means everything we currently see in the world all started from someone's mind. It started from someone's mind. You might think it's a person and you might think it's human, but I'm actually talking about God. It all started from the mind of God, from the heart of God. And same thing, even on the earth today, the idea of the iPhone, the idea of cameras, the idea of everything.
So Idi Amin, what's the terrorist? It all started from there.
Yeah, it all started from his mind.
Yeah.
If not from his mind, from someone else's mind, it originated from there.
But
it was an idea,
yeah.
An idea that was passed on. If someone behaves nice, it's from the mind.
So the idea to bomb somebody, we just had a bomb in terrorism, like literally.
It all started from the mind.
Yeah.
These
are dangerous Christians.
Yeah.
Do not listen.
My belief and my faith in God all started from the renewing of my mind.
Your mind.
It all started
it's in the
from
scriptures also.
Why are you agreeing with him? How are you related? Let's get to that conversation. Everything he's saying, Okay, how are you people related?
How are you?
Okay.
Anyway, we're brothers.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Do they look? This is Coke. Coke. Fanta. They don't even look alike, do they?
He's my brother. Yeah, we're brothers.
Who's older?
Same from the same parents. Yeah.
Great stuff. That's why y'all have the same beard. I'm actually looking at the similarities.
But we don't look alike.
Great. So, anyway, whilst we wait for our food to get here, we're going to be talking
Do you like my
today.
shirt?
I do. Are you selling it?
I'm
just going to be a
brand
segue.
it.
Like, bruh, I'm talking about the topic of today. You're talking about your shirts. Like,
Yes,
also, like,
right.
are you an Igbo man?
Money. If you like the shirt,
Money must be made. I can print it for you now. Very fast.
Now.
If you like the shirt, money must be made.
One time, now. What's the difference between both of you? Okay, so today, the topic for today is Dear Pastor. I said that to him earlier.
Yeah.
I said to him that today we seem to have a trend, just generally in the community, where a lot of people are holding back on what they need to do because of what the pastor has said.
Yeah.
Is either they hear a prophecy, and based on that prophecy, they are not moving on with their lives. And sometimes prophecy can be negative, sometimes it can be positive. Dear pastor, do I listen to you or do I listen to God? Right. And I think there's a thin line between I must listen to this person, because if he goes wrong, the person will be like, well, I told you so.
Yeah.
So where do you stand?
Right. There are three things that stand out for me when it comes to things like that. And the first one is, it all started from here. And the reason I said that is because, obviously, at some point in time of my life, I should be mature spiritually to the point where I can hear from God. And that leads to the second thing, hearing from God. Even if you don't hear from God, disturbing God. I call it disturbing for a reason. There was a person in scriptures where a priest, like they have then, told them, listen, say, God said, he didn't say I said. So God said, you will die at so time. the example you gave reminded me of that. And then this guy went and started having a bargain with God.
Yeah.
Like literally,
this was Hezekiah.
yes, there's a guy. Listen, I know you've sent your priest, I know you've sent your servant, cool.
Yeah.
But let us talk.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, it's cool. Yes, I've heard what the pastor said. I'm not moving you out of your office of being a pastor.
No.
Be a pastor. Let me be the member or let me be whatever. But I need to have that level of confidence to go before God and say, listen, I've heard what the servant said, but let's try and work this thing out.
It's about being matured as a Christian. Just you need to grow up, and be able to hear from God. The same way God is talking to that pastor, God can speak to you, and you can hear from God, and He will tell you everything you need to do. Your business, your marriage, everything you need to do. He will direct your path.
Yeah, I think the problem is then listening to, and that's why I think pastors are glorified, because their main job is to listen and to teach and to spiritually.
What do you mean their main job is to listen?
Yeah, I mean, pastor, it's almost like a profession, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, being a pastor and doing something else on the side, I can guarantee that you won't be able to fully be you will to some level.
Right.
But it's not like when you put your entire energy, which then leads me to my third thing of thinking about that, which is pastors, when they speak to me, it will be for confirming, not for only instructing. Sometimes they instruct, but a major part will be for me to confirm. Because there are times where pastors have spoken to me, and this is how I do because I know it confirms what they say, not recreate something that doesn't even exist in the first place.
Yes.
If they're telling me something that I don't know, it means I am not sensitive enough to hear from God. At that point in time, I should be humble.
So you must have heard everything they're about to tell you.
Everything.
No.
If I haven't heard
No.
if I haven't heard it, my mom, my parents should have heard it so that they would have like sometimes pastors pray and they prophetically declare something. And I remember, we're in the house one day and Pomsi told me that this is what.
So are you telling me every prophecy you've heard?
Yeah.
You've heard about it before that person actually said it to you?
Not every. Most of the time.
I don't get it. Then what is the point?
And if I haven't heard it, it's usually a fresh version of what, or a more expanded version of something that
Okay, I'll give an example. Somebody saw me and looked at me and said they see me creating breakfast cereals.
Well, okay, think about that now.
Conflicts. And I'm like,
if someone spoke to you now, if someone spoke to you now and said that, which you said the person did, but it's been mentioned in the family that someone was praying maybe for mom or for dad, and they mentioned that you're going to have a daughter and she's going to be a business owner. They didn't say what kind of business. They said a business owner.
Point is?
And my point is, the person who spoke about the cereal only expanded upon what has already been declared.
And your point is, who said they were declaring before? I said, as I am like this breakfast cereal.
Then you can decide to reject or to accept.
Probably not breakfast cereal.
So are we talking about African breakfast cereal? Or are we talking about English breakfast
someone
cereal?
else can now expand on that and say it's going to be an African breakfast.
Nah, let's cut. You're on with the African cereal. No, bro. No. It's not the English. When we're talking about the cornflakes, we're talking about the Weetabix. What do you mean African like Akara? Moi and cow. No.
Oh no, not that one. Not that one.
What kind of African cereal were you thinking before?
No, that's in conflicts. We have conflicts in that.
What were you thinking before?
Conflicts. I'm thinking conflicts. Cereal.
And you call that Africa?
It is. I have conflicts.
Can we not get into this topic?
Okay, it was important.
Guys, can you actually comment? Is cornflakes an African cereal? According to Straylight over here, he's saying cornflakes is an African cereal. So how do you get to draw the line between your personal life and often your time at church?
Simple. Follow the timetable.
I don't understand. That what?
So you have morning, afternoon, night?
No, this is what I do. I let the pastor know this is what I do. They know what I do, my job, and my call. My call is not for my profession, my job, yeah. So they know, okay, this is what I'm used to. When I need to travel, I'm not in town, I'm traveling, and whenever I'm around that, I let them
But
know.
what if they have a program? That time you have a timetable. They set up a program to do 3 days, 24 hours non-stop,
And one thing which I do is most of the time I create a team. I duplicate myself into these people so that even when I leave a place.
Don't let your wife hear down.
No. Yeah, okay, that's very true. That's important.
She's like, no.
Very important.
Don't tell them I have a wife.
Very important.
So I make sure I just build a team, you know, and even when I leave, this few, maybe 2 of them or 3 of them can do exactly, they can represent, and so the church won't feel, they won't, okay, this guy has a lot for that. If that's the only thing I can do for them, that's it, I'm fine.
So we'll definitely call it a wrap on that note. If you're wondering where to find us, to join us on Goa Talent Network, or to be a part of the guests at the FellowerShow, do remember to either email us at just trying to finish my food. Remember to email us at talent, which is talent TALENT at goatalentnetwork.com, which is GOA talent TALENT network.com. So email us if you want to be a guest on the show, and you can always find me as well, which is Yeti Tabai. We're based here in the UK. If you want to be a guest at our Nigeria branch, you can also get in touch as well, and you could be a guest on the show in Nigeria. The show in Nigeria is totally different, and it's a totally different setup. It's been spearheaded by a TV host. His name is Vesey Edwards. You'd get to hear more about him. But all we're trying to do is, if Paul and Silas were alive in the 21st century, this is definitely how they would. This is definitely how they would fellowship.
Yeah.
And like I said, the name of the show is the Fellowers Show. Rather than followers, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook. We are just followers in the kingdom of God, and this is what we do best, which is just worship God the best way we know how to, and get rid of all the preconceptions that we have in the gospel industry about gospel artists like himself, thinking that they don't eat, they only worship God so well. Because I remember seeing you worship God whenever he's leading worship with the crowd. He's totally mad. He's normally drenched in sweat. He's normally drenched
Jumping
in sweat.
from side to side.
Literally drenched in sweat from head to toe. And now you're just seeing him all chilled out eating pizza. So we're just trying to break all the barriers and just putting away all the preconceptions and understanding that, you know what, Jesus is accessible to every single person. He's just like you, he's just like me. And just the only difference is we're all trying to be perfect like him. That's it. So we're not trying to say we're perfect. We all understand it. The pastors are struggling, the congregation are struggling, we're struggling, and we're all just trying to figure out this thing called life. So until the next show, do keep in touch. And my name is Yeti, and he is
Avila.
And I'm Maxwell.
Thank you very much, and see you next week.
God bless you.
See you next week.